The morning of August 9th, 2025, dawned with a rush of excitement across social media. For millions of BTS fans worldwide, there was one name dominating every feed, every hashtag, and every conversation: Kim Taehyung, better known simply as V. It wasn't just another fan-driven celebration. This time, it was official. The Korea Grand Music Awards 2025 had announced their monthly Trend of the Month winners, and for July, the crown for K-pop solo artist went to none other than V. But this wasn't a narrow victory. It was an overwhelming landslide. With over 90% of total votes secured, Taehyung's win was so decisive that it left little doubt about who currently holds the pulse of the K-pop solo scene. And then there was the cherry on top: a full-page feature in Ilbon Sports dedicated solely to him, complete with a celebratory photo and message that fans would spend the rest of the day framing, reposting, and crying over. The announcement came during the early morning hours in Seoul, catching some international fans still awake and others waking up to the news. On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like Trend of July V and Proud of You Taehyung shot into the global trending list within minutes. By mid-morning, V was the top trending topic in at least 15 countries, from South Korea to Brazil, from the United States to Indonesia. Fans didn't just post the news, they turned it into an event. Some armies created celebratory fan art, others compiled video edits of Taehyung's July moments, from magazine shoots to brand endorsements, while others wrote long, heartfelt letters thanking him for inspiring them daily. This win feels personal. We voted every single day, and it paid off. Taehyung deserves the world, one fan wrote on Weverse. The Trend of the Month titles at the Korea Grand Music Awards are determined by public voting, meaning the fans hold all the power. And this time, Taehyung's fandom came ready for battle. Throughout July, social media was filled with voting campaigns, organized streaming events, and motivational posts, urging fans not to skip a single day of voting. Some ARMY accounts even created countdown timers and daily reminders. The result? V didn't just win, he dominated. Securing over 90% of the vote meant that even combined, his competitors couldn't come close to touching his lead. It was a moment that reinforced one of the most unshakable truths in K-pop. When Taehyung's fans set their minds on something, they make it happen. Looking back, it's not surprising that July ended with V at the top. The past month had been nothing short of a Taehyung takeover. Magazine covers. His multi-cover photo shoot for W Korea's September issue had already been teased, causing social media explosions every time a new image dropped. Brand endorsements. His Coke Zero Best Coke Ever teaser went viral, hitting millions of views within hours. Military service updates. Even while serving, V kept in touch with fans via Weverse, offering small but meaningful updates that showed his unwavering connection to ARMY. July wasn't just about one big event. It was a steady, relentless wave of Taehyung moments that kept his name in headlines and his image in fans' minds. One of the most emotional parts of the win came in the form of a full-page newspaper spread in Ilbon Sports, one of South Korea's most respected entertainment publications. For K-pop idols, being featured in a major print publication as a celebration of a fan-voted win isn't just publicity, it's a cultural stamp of honor. Older fans who remember the early BTS days couldn't help but get teary-eyed, recalling how the group once struggled for media recognition, and now a single member commands a full page in one of the nation's leading papers. Photos of the newspaper ad quickly made their way onto social media. Fans began buying multiple copies, some even framing the page or sending it to other armies as gifts. While Korean fans celebrated by buying the physical newspaper, international fans found creative ways to join the party. In Japan, fan cafes organized mini celebrations with banners and V-themed drinks. In the Philippines, digital billboards featuring the award announcement popped up in Manila. And in Brazil, fans held a late-night live stream party to count down to the official KGMA announcement. Media outlets across Asia picked up the story, highlighting not just the win, but the scale of the victory. The narrative was clear. Taehyung is not. For many fans, the victory carried a deeper meaning. With V currently fulfilling his mandatory military service, public appearances are limited, and every new moment feels even more precious. Winning a major fan-voted award in his absence felt like sending him a love letter, a collective reminder that he is missed, celebrated, and supported every single day. It was as if ARMY was saying, even if you're not here in person, your presence is still everywhere. No celebration in the BTS world is complete without a flurry of speculation, and this was no exception. Following the announcement, several major fan accounts began pointing out the perfect timing of the win, right after V had teased fans with a cryptic "V is coming" during a brief Weverse Voice Live session earlier in the month. Could the Trend of July crown be the prelude to a comeback announcement? Fans think so. Theories range from a special single drop during his military service to a full-scale solo comeback immediately after his discharge. The story of V's Trend of July K-pop solo win isn't just about an award. It's about the movement that made it possible. In late June, whispers began circulating among fanbase leaders. July will be V's month. Prepare to vote. Private group chats lit up. Fan voting teams, often made up of dedicated ARMY volunteers, started mobilizing. Daily schedules were created, reminders were sent out, and instructions for voting on the Korea Grand Music Awards platform were translated into multiple languages to make participation easier for international fans. By the first day of July, the campaign was in full swing. Fans weren't just voting, they were strategizing. Some fans committed to setting alarms every 4 hours to maximize the number of votes per day. Others pooled resources to sponsor voting accounts for those who couldn't afford them. Voting became not just an activity, but a communal event. Every time I cast my votes, I thought about how much V has given us, said one fan from Thailand. This is my way of giving back, even if it's small. K-pop fan voting can feel like a marathon, sometimes even a battlefield. In July, it became a highly emotional affair. Every time Taehyung's percentage dipped, even slightly, fans rallied harder. Late-night posts on Weverse and Twitter urged everyone to stay awake a little longer or just give one more push. Fans knew this wasn't just about winning a title, it was about sending a message. Even in the middle of his military service, V's influence is unshakable. To understand why the votes came so easily for fans, you have to look at the month that was July 2025 for Kim Taehyung. It was a month dripping with charisma, viral moments, and hints of something bigger on the horizon. Early July, the Coke Zero teaser. On July 5th, Coca-Cola Korea dropped a 7-second teaser for its Best Coke Ever campaign, starring V. In those few seconds, dressed sharply in black, Taehyung leaned toward the camera, lifted a Coke Zero bottle, and smiled. And that was it. No words, no elaborate set. But in less than 24 hours, the clip had amassed over 11 million views, becoming a global trending topic. Fans were quick to joke, V didn't even speak, but I'm ready to buy a lifetime supply of Coke Zero. Just when the Coke campaign buzz began to plateau, W Korea shattered the calm with its announcement V would be the cover star for its September 2025 issue. The release wasn't a simple photo dump. It was a masterclass in marketing. W Korea dropped one cover at a time, each revealing a different side of V's personality. From slick black suits to relaxed casual shots, each photo trended for hours after release. One cover in particular, featuring V in a vintage-inspired black suit with slicked-back hair and intense stare, triggered the My Gomez Adams trend, where fans humorously compared him to the iconic fictional character. The meme caught on so fast that it even made its way into local Korean entertainment news segments. On July 29th, V appeared on a brief Weverse Voice Live session. It was short, casual, and yet utterly explosive in impact. At one point, Taehyung said, "V is coming." Just 3 words, but they were enough to set off a firestorm of speculation. Some believed it hinted at a post-military solo comeback. Others thought it could be part of a brand collaboration launch. Either way, it became the closing crescendo of a month where V's name never left the spotlight.